What's up, guys? So, how's it going? So, I'm gonna make a quick intro of what's going on right now. So, I got myself a carbide bit, to start the process of porting this exhaust. So, this is basically what it looks like, and these are the openings right now that it has. So, I'm just gonna carve out this section right here so it could be nice and flush with the piping. There's nothing really much I could do back here since it's perfectly piped already, but so I'll get to it. Now I'm not going to see too much of a gain, and I know that because it's basically stock, but any little bit of difference will help with the budget that I'm trying to do and enjoy the car at the moment, because this is basically what I want to do with the car. I want to enjoy it with what I have at the moment, and time will say exactly what's going to happen in the future. But later on, I know for a fact, once I have everything organized as far as my funds, I'll get myself a full header system. But for the meantime, I'm just going to port this out, have a little bit of fun with it, and enjoy the experience of having what I have at the moment. So just bear with me at the moment, and I'm gonna start the process of basically getting this started. I'm gonna use a little bit of penetrating oil, doesn't matter what kind, but just let it soak, and then start the process of eating away what you want to take away. What basically oil does is, it doesn't heat up your bit. And of course, you don't want to rush this, because if you do rush it, you're going to eat up your bit a lot more quicker. And it's funny to say, but the slower you do it, the faster you're going to grind away. And you're not going to eat up your bit as much. So just be patient, and just carve away little by little. And once you start to notice that the metal starts to dry up, just continue putting your penetrating oil of choice, so you can start eating up more and more and more. And you don't want to run this dry, otherwise you will eat up your bit. And you don't want to go too fast, or you also will eat up your bit. So slow and steady wins the race. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, so you guys get the drift. I already done these two, and I showed you guys this one. And what I'm basically doing is, on the original ports, you could feel a little bit of a lip right here, and you could obviously see some meat on the edges. You don't have too much of casting going on vertically, like right here, you have a little bit of a lip, but not too much. Same thing with the bottom, but you most definitely have some on the sides. So my main concern will be taking off the sides right here and a little bit of the top and the bottom. And the way that I'm basically going forward with this is I want to flush out the lip right here with the tubes, the exhaust tubing. My allergies are killing me. You could see where the line is right there. There's a line that goes, in circular motion, and basically it's the tubes itself molding onto this mock-up casting, I would say it is. So that's basically what I'm doing. For the most part, I got everything flushed out. I still need to fine tune it, but just to give you guys an idea of how much of a difference it is, it's not much, but any help does help. So I got this tool, and it basically measures in millimeters. So with the original casting, I'm trying to zero this out real quick. So with the original casting, I'm zeroed out, this is the only one that I haven't done yet, and the one to the left, I just got it started. So this guy right here originally is about a little bit over 34 millimeters. Now the difference that I've done with the porting on these two horizontally, I'm almost at 39 and a half. There we go, 39 and a half. It depends where I put the tool. That I get different measurements. Of course, I still gotta fine tune it. And on this one, I have 39 also. Vertically, I got a little bit over 34. And this guy's a little bit over 35, in which I need to work on this one and see exactly where I'm at. I mean, it all depends. This is not a digital meter. It's more like a rotating dial, so it's not very accurate. But I mean, if I gotta take the time and kind of play with this a little bit more and see some exact measurements, I have to do that. But going back to the original on this guy, vertically, I have about 33 and a half roughly. So it's not much of a difference of I'm doing. I'm basically porting it out like a millimeter or so. So like I said, it's not much of a difference that I'm doing vertically. I mean, from an angle, you're probably doing I'm probably doing much of a difference too. From an angle, I'm at 34. Check out this guy right here. So that's quite a difference right there too. So I was at 34, and now I'm at a little bit over 37. So it's 3 millimeters of a difference. So I mean, it's not much of a difference, but anything will help with this project. I mean, with the type of money and the time that I have invested in it, I'm sure it will make a difference on it. So once I got this guy ported out, and then obviously jump on to the intake manifold, I will get the car tuned, and of course I'm planning to delete the cat also, and do that. And then I have a lot of other things in mind also, but I don't want to spoil the news until I get this situated. So just bear with me. And then I also, since I'm daily driving the wagon, I'm kind of steering into the Honda scene a little bit. I don't want to do it too much, but since it's my daily driver, I want to take pride a little bit in it, because it literally looks like a junk, not a junk car, but basically a beater. I mean, I don't mind driving a beater, but I just want to take pride in it. So at the moment, I'm just doing a tint job on it and trying to remove it, which is a pain in the butt to do, but it has to be done. Who knows how old that tint job is? It probably is quite a few years old, so that's why I'm struggling to take it out. But I'm doing that at the moment too, and obviously working on this. So I got my hands tied at the moment, so it's going to be quite a fun experience. I would say it's a little bit irritating knowing that you can't move on forward with this, for the fact that it's a slow process and you can't rush it, and you got to be very, very peculiar with it, for the fact that, you know, this tubing right here is very thin, so you don't want to grind out, once you're grinding out this casting right here, you don't want to grind out your tubing. So you definitely don't want to do that, and you got to be very gentle with it, and definitely don't want to rush it. The other thing I have on the way is the wrap, the header wrap. So I'm gonna do that, wrap it, and basically delete the cat and just put it back on. So that is gonna wrap up the video real quick for you guys. So once I'm done with it, and I'm gonna jump onto the header wrapping. Once I get the wrapping from shipped to my house from online, I'll jump onto that, and then keep you guys posted on that. So you guys have a great week, good night, and if you guys like the content, share it. That'll help me a lot, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for you guys' support, especially on Instagram. There's a couple people who've been messaging me about the build, and greatly appreciate it. It's not very many people, but makes me want to move on forward with the project and eventually be one of the top fastest 2ZZs out there. So I don't want to spoil that news too. So basically do baby steps before I start steering off into that conversation. So alright guys, so I'll catch you guys later and see you guys on the next time. Thanks.